Good morning, Andrea, and good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Saturday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. Today I have with me a very unusual collective I've never experienced before. They call themselves the Angelic Hierarchy, and they wanted to give us a gift today. And I'm really excited about this gift because it's going to be life-changing if you're willing to allow the process to happen for you. It's to have the opportunity to liberate yourself from your anger and fear, to literally liberate your mind and your body from your anger and fear. Now, they told me there's some very interesting elements of this, that liberating yourself from your anger and your fear is something that can be gifted to you, but that the gift must be maintained and sustained as an act of your own will, to be willing to refuse to allow anger and fear to dominate your mind, your heart, your words, your actions. Please understand that all of the difficulties faced by every civilization that has ever existed upon the face of this earth, which is a far greater period of time than your conventional sciences understand, that all failures in civilization were due to the inability of civilizations to liberate themselves from their anger and fear, which rests ultimately in the hands of every individual that makes up a civilization. The freedom, the joy, the love that is available to all humanity is only kept at arm's length because you would choose to hold on to your anger and fear. Your anger and fear contain all the necessary ingredients for failure. Anger and fear contain all the necessary ingredients for suffering. And if you are willing today to receive from us the gift of our love in exchange for releasing your anger and your fear from your own mind, your world can become a very miraculous and wondrous place in a very, very short period of time. As it is, it's taken most of the last 12,000 years for your humanity to accumulate the anger and fear you now harbor in your hearts and minds. You've accumulated this anger and this fear over thousands of years, as previous civilizations had done. And over these last thousands of years, this cycle, every 1,000 or 2,000 years, there are individuals that come along that have brought forth the concept of love. The concept of love, the idea that there can be an existence that is profoundly creative and joyful and wondrous. It has been brought forth, of course, with the concept of a deity, that there is something outside of yourself that is necessary in order for you to be free of your suffering. And we're here to clarify that the only element that can ensure that you will become free of your suffering is your own willingness to let go of your anger and your fear, to not allow it a space or a place in your mind, in your words, in your actions, to not allow any aspect of your life to be governed by the function of anger or fear. To release and let go of these emotions is a choice that you can make here and now with us. We are extending to you the necessary frequency that would allow you to grasp within yourself the very heart of love that lives within you as the very life that beats your heart. Because what else could give you life but love? For anger and fear cannot give you joy. Anger and fear can only contribute to your sorrow and your suffering, as it is doing now throughout your civilization. And your time is very limited in terms of how long you can make anger and fear your bedmates, how long you can stay in these vibrational states and sustain a civilization as vast as yours. And every civilization that has failed to release and liberate themselves from their anger and fear is now but dust under your feet. Distant memories that can only be recovered by those awakened and enlightened enough to perceive them. And so today what we want to offer you is the opportunity to release yourself from your anger and fear. And if you are willing to do this, wonderful things can begin to happen in your life, and indeed in your world, if a sufficient number of individuals choose to engage in this consideration. As the only impediment to love is fear and anger. It is the only impediment to love. And you cannot get another to behave or act or think or do a certain way and liberate yourself from your anger and fear. You must liberate yourself from your anger and fear. You cannot expect others to make you feel the way you are responsible for making yourself feel. To align yourself to love must be a conscious choice. To surrender your fear and your anger must be a conscious choice. It must be a conscious choice. If you do not choose to let your anger and your fear go from you, then you will hold on to them. Your violence and your anger, your greed, your avarice, your poverty, your politics, your health, all of the systems that make up your current civilization are colored, unfortunately, by the shades and elements of anger and fear. That is why there is suffering, because all suffering is derived from fear and anger. All suffering is derived from fear and anger. Not some, all suffering. When you come to the understanding that your ideas, your thoughts are creative in nature, then you will understand that what we have just told you is the truth. That all suffering originates from anger and fear. If you are hearing these words and you are joining us today, then please understand that you have the opportunity right now to make the decision to release all of your anger and fear from you, to no longer give it a home in your mind or heart, to no longer give your anger and your fear a home in your heart, in your words, in your actions. The restoration of your civilization can only come about from this function. And the entire universe dances with you. And whether you dance with anger or love, it dances with you. If the dance is anger, then the dance is anger. If the dance is love, then the dance is love. If the dance is fear, the dance is fear. The whole universe dances with you. All of you. If you're hearing these words, we would suggest that you relax yourself, put your body in repose. Put your body in a gentle repose. Give your body permission to relax. Give it permission to be still. It is your right and your skill and your ability to give your body permission to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. We are preparing now. You are preparing. You give your body permission to be still and quiet and peaceful. You use your breath to gently direct your body into this state. To be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. And then you turn your attention to this thinking and analytical and anticipatory mind that you might have. And you turn your attention to that mind and you say, be still, Be still, be calm, be peaceful. You give instruction to your mind to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. And feel as you give your mind direction. As many of you try to wait for your mind to give you direction, but your mind cannot direct itself. You are its director. And you must say to it, be still, be calm, be peaceful. I am with you. I am with you. You may be still, calm, and peaceful. In speaking thusly towards your mind, it will naturally and spontaneously, even if it is very disturbed and distracted, if you simply say you are safe to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. You speak thusly to your mind. It is okay to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. You are safe. I am with you. You speak thusly to your mind. And you speak thusly to your body. You give them direction. It is your nature to be able to give your mind and body direction, and it is your mind and body's nature to receive direction from you. Not only from the world, but from you directly. You do not need the world to tell your mind what to think. You do not need the world to tell your body what to do. You can perform that function quite effectively yourself. And if it seems like you might not be able to do so, then the application of what we're saying will yield the understanding that you can. That you can say to your mind, be still, be quiet, be peaceful. I am with you. I am with you. Use the breath of your body to assert the suggestion upon your body that it be still and relaxed, open and receptive to your awareness. As you continue to breathe slowly and give your mind permission to be quiet and calm and peaceful, you give direction to your mind and body. You give direction to your mind and body. And feel the deliciousness that begins to be experienced as your mind and body, if you are gently insistent upon them to say, be still, be quiet, be peaceful. Just relax. Give your body permission to relax. Your mind permission to be still. And then allow us to offer you these words to convey to your own mind and body. Allow yourself to receive these words from us. You may accept them or reject them as you see fit, but be open to receiving them. And these are the words we would say to you to give to your mind and body. I release and liberate my mind and body from all my anger, all my judgment, and all my fear about myself and the world around me. I release all my anger, all my judgment, all my fear about myself and the world around me. Feel the vibration of those words that we offer to you. I release my mind and body from all anger and all fear about myself and the world around me. I release myself from all anger and fear. Feel the vibration and the meaning of those words. Feel them. Communicate this to your mind and body. I release you from all anger and all fear about yourself and the world around you. You have the authority to declare this, to sustain this, to refrain from allowing the function of anger and fear in your mind. You can literally liberate yourself from these in any moment as a function of your own divine will, which is the ability to accept and reject any thought, emotion, belief, and idea. It is your divine authority to accept and to reject any thought, idea of anger and fear. It is your divine authority. Your will is divine. And we extend this to you as fully and completely as you can allow yourself to receive. We extend this to you fully and completely as you allow yourself to receive. That you are liberated from all anger and all fear about yourself and the world around you. It is your right to choose such an idea, that you can release yourself from all anger, all fear towards yourself and the world around you. Consider imagining what your life and this world would be like in this liberation, that you could look upon the eyes of anyone on this planet and have nothing but gratitude and adoration for the mere existence of that consciousness before you. To the degree and extent that you allow, we extend our love to you, that it liberates you from all anger and all fear towards yourself and towards others. As it is your divine authority to hold on to your suffering, it is also your divine authority to liberate yourself from your suffering. It is your divine authority to allow yourself to be liberated. It is your divine authority to allow yourself to suffer. Nothing can take away the authority of your will. You may defer it or deny it, but you can never eliminate the function of your will from your. Give yourself permission to do so. Do so now. Make the choice. Think these words in your mind. I release myself from all anger and all fear towards myself and the world around me. Make that your will. And carry your will out through this day and through the next in this fashion, to liberate yourself from all anger and all fear towards yourself and the world around you. As all of the detrimental functions of individuals in this dimension originate from anger and fear. All of the detrimental activities of humanity originate from anger and fear. All of them. Not some of them, all of them. All of the detrimental acts of man originate from anger and fear. And when you liberate yourself from that anger and fear, you will restore yourself to love. For love is the absence of anger and fear. It is the absence of anger and fear. And but a few civilizations have lasted significantly long periods of time, as you would measure it. Civilizations that have stood for hundreds of thousands of years, because they were able to sustain and maintain the faculty and function of love, able to keep themselves divested of their fear and their anger for a significantly longer period of time than the vast majority of other civilizations that have existed upon the face of this glorious world. Your sciences, of course, are discovering many wonders about this world. Oceans greater than all the seas you can see with your eyes below your feet. Civilizations beneath your feet, never seen or heard from any man in many ages. But each and every civilization rose and fell on the waves of love and fear and anger. Civilizations rise from love and they fall in fear. You still have time sufficient enough to liberate yourself from a premature dismissal of your civilization from this world. But you must be willing to surrender your attachment to your anger and your fear. If you can hear these words and feel these understandings, that you have the authority to release all anger and fear from yourself, towards yourself and towards the world. It is your authority to do so or to not do so. It will always be your authority to do so or not to do so. When we came to this one, as we have never come to this one in this way before, we are with you where you are. Those of you that have chosen to surrender your anger and fear, we stand with you now, not in the form that you might think we would be, but we are with you now. We are in alignment with you in love. In fear and anger, your eyes are covered and blind to see who we are and what we are here for. In fear and anger, you cannot see the truth. In fear and anger, you cannot live in love. And all divisiveness, all judgment, all greed, all suffering originate as love diminishes. As love diminishes from your mind, from your words, and from your actions, then all goodness diminishes correspondingly. Then the children of anger and the children of fear grow strong, as equally as the children of love may do the same. But we offer this to you that are open and receptive to the truth, that you have the divine authority to release yourself from all love, from all fear, from all anger, and restore yourself to love. You have that capacity. It is your divine authority. Choice is your divine authority. Choice is your divine authority. Wow. So that's the kind of morning it is here. Hi there. Hello, Ziggy. Good to see you here. Hi. Thank you. And I would like to thank the Angelic Hierarchy for coming and joining us here today. It's the first time I've ever had this whole collective, and I don't have words for it. I don't have words to describe this type of love, as I have been restricted and limited by my own fears and angers throughout my life. But one thing they did tell me, they said, as you liberate yourself from your anger and fear, you cannot avoid being restored to love. That's such a beautiful thing. And then they said, when you restore yourself to love, you will know yourself as one of us. When you restore yourself to love, you will know yourself as one of us. That's a beautiful thing to consider, isn't it? Love is the answer. That's correct. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm still feeling pain with finding my husband dead. Does he have a message, please? Sonia, we're going to ask you to do something right now, okay? Sonia, I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to relax your body. And I want you to take the memory of finding your dead husband and put it aside for a moment. Just put that memory to one side and really focus here with us right now. Focus here with us right now. What we want you to do now is to feel the love you have with your husband, because he's not gone. He's just not in a physical form anymore. But get close to the love you feel with your husband. Feel that love right now. Don't go back to memory. Just feel the love you have for your husband. Feel it right now. As you allow yourself to feel the love, keep focused on the love. As you continue to feel the love, think or speak your husband's name. Okay, think and speak your husband's name and ask him to come close and join you in your love. Just think or speak that. Come and join me in my love for you. Just think that and speak that to his consciousness. And just allow yourself to feel what you feel. Keep the memory of the memory aside, because the memory is blocking you from feeling his presence. That's all. That's the only reason you're feeling pain, is because your memory of seeing him dead is blocking you from feeling his energy. He doesn't have a physical body. Anybody who leaves the physical world doesn't have a physical body. They can't speak physical words. They can't touch physically, but they can interact with us energetically. And so, yes, I will. He's telling me to let go of your anger and your sadness and your fear that I am gone. Close your eyes. Be in our love. It's where we lived deliciously together all those years. Be in that with me. Be in that with me. Be in this with me. Be in this love with me. And keep yourself in this love that you two share, because that is true. It's real. It exists. Even though the form of him is not present, his love is with you now. And if you allow yourself to feel it, you'll feel it. I know you share with us what you're feeling right now, because I know that it makes a difference for you. It does. It makes a difference for anybody when they feel the ones they love connecting to them energetically. And we've had people come on live with us here where they've actually seen their relatives that have left the physical dimension. They actually physically see the energy of them before them. It's a wonderful thing when you realize the form is only one aspect of your being. Your body is just one aspect of your being. It's not the whole of you. It's one aspect of you. And the body is part of this world. It will remain with this world. When you leave this physical dimension, you'll leave the body behind. But you will not leave existence. You are an eternal soul. Hi. I've been labeled, Ziggy saying, I've been labeled schizophrenic. I believe I'm on a shamanic journey because I bought a labradorite, spectrolite in 2014, where my spiritual awakening began. I started reading the Bible, but then I went to the hospital in Madison and they labeled me psychotic and give me resveratrol, telling me I'm broken and have to take drugs in order to heal, playing God when I should just bypass drugs. Listen to me, Ziggy. You need to connect to the divine within you. You are the divine. I mean, that's the truth. All of you are the divine. But having these other faculties, and I want to, because a lot of people get labeled these different labels for disorders, okay? And these disorders can be characterized by behaviors that they observe. But oftentimes, these dysfunctions of personality can be attributed to these other faculties that you have that may have been forced into being muted. And those faculties are clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and claircognizance. You have these other faculties that are not physical faculties. Your physical faculties of sight, sound, touch, taste, and hearing allow you to comprehend and apprehend the physical dimension. And these other senses of clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience, clairaudience allow you to apprehend the invisible realm, the other dimensions of consciousness. Where do you think science gets new innovations, inventors, new ideas? Where do you think they come? They come from a world that is not of this world. And people have access, you have access, and you need to learn how to utilize these other faculties to develop them: clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance. And in conjunction with that, you have to train your mind and body back into a state of love and grace. You have to train your mind and body back into a state of love and grace. And what the Angelic Hierarchy was saying earlier, when they're saying you have to release yourself, you have the divine authority to release your anger and fear. You do not have to hold on to them. And when you let them go, you'll restore yourself to love. But these other faculties that you have in, yes, I know. So the term is, yes, a high functioning intuitive, a high functioning intuitive, someone who's ultra sensitive to other elements. Yeah, who's that? The truth about who you are is that you are love. That's the truth about who all of you are. Outside of the bullshit of our minds, our memories, and our emotions, the truth of who you are is a function of love. What's happened is again, I'm paraphrasing now what they said earlier, that civilizations go down the road of get caught up in fear and anger, and they divert away from the function of love. And we're seeing that in a big way on the planet today. Let's see here. Yeah, we're creating. Co-creating. Thank you. Question. Any message for me this morning in regards to meditation? Feeling a little frustrated even though I'm spending a lot of time practicing. Yes, Jen, I'm being told to tell you, in your meditation, request the presence of God. In your meditation, request the presence of God. This will move you past the limits of your personality. As your personality and your own efforts keep you restricted to your own sphere of limitations of your own reality, invite God into your meditation. At that point where there's the stillness and the silence, invite the divine to come to you. Invite it to reveal itself to you. Let that be your focus, that you want to know passionately, deeply, this divinity that is the life that beats your heart in your chest. Invite that into your life. Hi, David. Thank you so much for that. Good morning, William. Any specific message for me today? Also, did you notice the green ray on your YouTube video yesterday? Was that Archangel Raphael, perhaps? Absolutely. If there was a green ray, then it was Archangel Raphael. That's happened a lot. We did a Patreons only live event on the 21st of this month, and we had Master Jesus and Archangel Raphael came in, and literally after the meditation they guided us through, on the screen there was this pulsing white light after the meditation, and just remained for the rest of the Patreon event. It was pretty amazing. So that doesn't happen very often, but yeah, that was Raphael, if you saw that light. Absolutely. Hi, guys. Why is your hair white? Did someone scare you? Hi, Rocco. No, I'm in that frequency of light. Hi, William. Any message from my guides? Thank you. Yes. Hello, Iris. Did you ground on the grass? Did you go gently upon the grass? Did you go gently upon the grass? Jen saying, thank you. I've started connecting with God. I will invite. Thank you. Do you need Moldavite to deal with Archangel Raphael? You don't have to deal with Archangel Raphael. You just have to invite them in, right? But you have to be in a state. You know, what most people don't know and aren't being told is that your body and your mind are not you. They are instruments that you're here to learn to utilize in the function of creation. They're literally instruments. Like this body, I can do what I want with this body. You know, you can do whatever you want to your body. It might not like what you do to it, but it will let you do anything. And your mind is an instrument as well. It's information. The mind and body are instruments for developing the art of creation in this physical dimension, to learn the art of the creation, which is what you were made in the image and likeness of the divine to do, to be a creator. Isn't that fascinating? It's wonderful. David's asking, any specific message for me today? A specific message, David. I don't know why, but I'm being shown a xylophone. I'm being shown, like, you know, those sticks for a xylophone. And it's hitting a note. There's a note, a frequency that you need to tune into today. I'm trying to go through a range and see if my vocal cords can reproduce the sound I'm hearing in my head for you. I can't quite that note. It's an odd note. But if you look up xylophone on YouTube and listen for the note in a xylophone that opens your heart center, there's a note in the frequency of a xylophone, one of the keys of the xylophone that will open your heart center. You want to access that note. Hi, good morning. The grass is never greener. It's just the grass. That's very true. Hi. Any message for me on my 40th birthday today, William? Thank you so much. Well, happy 40th birthday, Momo. Another time around the sun on this planet. A special message for her? Yes, they're telling me to tell you it's important to sit in gratitude. In gratitude for your life. In gratitude for all that has come to pass. And be grateful for what is to come. Do not hold yourself to your suffering any longer. Do not hold yourself to your suffering any longer. As we said earlier, you have the choice to release yourself from all anger and all fear towards yourself and the world around you. Use your will wisely in this regard. Release yourself from all anger and all fear. And as they're saying this, I'm really getting to that. How important is that? What they said was all of the suffering in human civilization, this one and the thousands and thousands past, are the result of our getting connected too intimately with anger and fear. And that all suffering is a product of anger and fear that we choose to hold in our hearts towards ourselves or towards others. And we have to let that go. You have to let that go. Happy birthday. Why do I get so anxious and agitated when I listen to you, to your wise and loving words? Because there's a part of yourself inside that's resistant to the truth of who you are. To fully realize that you are a function of love, that what you see is what you are, the observer becomes the observed. The observer is the observed. You are a function of love. You are a function of love. It's what you were designed to do. Love is creative in nature. Anger and fear are destructive in nature. But surrender. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, yesterday I was grounding, standing gently on a grass. That's wonderful. Hi there. I would love a message. Feel like I need it right now. Thank you. Hi, Nancy. I would also encourage you, anybody that's here now, to go over to my YouTube channel, William Michael Forbes YouTube channel, and go to the live video section and look up some of the messages and videos that are there that will really alter, affect, and change your life. Some of the beings that I've channeled have some really powerful and uplifting insights that can transform and change your life. I also want to let everybody here know, too, that you've got less than a week now to sign up for our Masterclass 102 Liberation, which is literally a course that will liberate you from old emotions, old patterns of behavior in the simplest, easiest, and most practical way. Over a 3-week period, you'll engage other mediums and myself channeling the Ascended Masters on a journey of liberating yourself from old emotions and restoring yourself to your divinity. It sounds as strange as it sounds. What does that mean, to restore yourself to divinity? It basically means that you're no longer subjective to your mind and body governing you. You will turn the table, so to speak, so that your mind and body become your servants and not your masters. And this is what Jesus talks about all the time when he says, when the servants take over the house, they'll make a mess of it, right? And your mind and body are those servants. You have to teach your mind and body to serve you properly instead of being subjective to the servants, right? Servants can't do what the master can do. You can do far more than your mind and body can allow you to do. And you can get your mind and body to do far more than they're capable of doing. Why is it I have this great desire to constantly know and explore things of this world? Because you want to delight in what the creation is. You want to delight in the gift that's given to you. You want to experience it all. God's love is all around us, in every tree, every smell, every bird. God's love is all around us. And what else is there to delight in but that, in love? Okay, so sweet fairy fish has 2 questions. I'm going to read them both because it's really important. So sweet fairy ish came on our show, I think about 2 weeks ago. She started coming on and she said she's got a thyroid problem. She said, I listened to my body and last Friday resigned from a job that wasn't making me happy and draining my energy. Any message, please? I got test results. Are my thyroid levels? I got test results. Are my thyroid levels have improved? So. And that's wonderful, because when you start to love your mind and you start to cherish your body, you start to treat it like the divine and wondrous instrument it is. When you honor the gift, your body is a gift. You didn't build that body. That body was made for you. It was a gift given to you that you get to live in and experience this world. When we move away from love and we're in anger, judgment, fear, when we're in that, we harm our bodies. We don't just hurt other people when we're angry and afraid, but you literally hurt your own body in fear and in anger. When you think angry thoughts or you have fearful thoughts, you are harming your body, and your body reacts to those emotional energies. And anyway, I'm so happy for you that you're learning to surrender your judgment and you're honoring and cherishing your life. And as you continue to do that, not only will your thyroid improve, it will be restored fully and completely. If love is the currency of exchange between you, your mind, and your body, then your mind and body shall be restored to love. And what is love but the ultimate functioning of good in action? So let your mind, let your body be restored to love. Continue on that track that you're on. Spend time telling your body, because that's the first thing I think you were told to do, is to tell your thyroid, I will not ignore you. I will not deny you. I will not forsake you. I will love you. And as you start to communicate to the body in a very different way, it starts to heal. That's just what happens. When you start to give love to your body, real love, not fear, not drugs, not things that are going to harm it. When you start to authentically love your body and cherish the gift of it, when you start to remake your mind into a thing of compassion and kindness and goodness, then your life will change and become a life of goodness. It's really very simple. Love one another, as the master says. Love one another. Thank you. I got time for 2 more questions, everybody, and then I'm going to head on out into the glorious sunshine today. And it is a glorious day. Even if it were cloudy, it's still glorious. Hi. Thank you, Loves the Way, for subscribing to my TikTok channel. I really appreciate that. I will be coming back live on Tuesdays and Thursdays as soon as I've completed a couple of projects that are underway right now. But yes, I will be coming back live. So thank you for subscribing and supporting my TikTok channel. I have over 10 months of being clean and sober. Has been very difficult. Hi, Cuckoo. Congratulations for your efforts. Have a communication with your mind and body, because what you're doing isn't just, you're teaching your mind and body that you love them. And you need to remind your mind and body, I'm doing this because I love you. You got to tell your mind and the body that. Say, we are not consuming that substance. We're not eating those foods because I love you. Congratulations on it. I know how much effort it takes to surrender an old pattern like that. And again, the anger and the fear that you still hold in your heart, that's why it's difficult. It's difficult because you're not just stopping the body from drinking. You're also trying to overcome the emotions that created the drinking. So what you need to do is you need to go inside and heal those emotions. And again, I highly encourage you to sign up for Masterclass 102 Liberation. Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com. Sign up today. You've only got 1 week left, well, less than a week now, to sign up for this course where you will learn how to heal your unhealed emotions in the simplest, easiest, and safest environment that I've ever experienced. And what better gift can you give to yourself than the gift of liberation from your suffering, right? You did not come to this world to suffer. You all came into this world to learn creation. You did not come here to suffer. You came here to learn to create. That is why you came into this dimension, to learn the function and practice of creation. Wow. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. It'll get easier. Once you start to heal the emotional element of it, it'll get easier and easier and easier. Someone says, I'm struggling with my self-worth. Nancy, sign up for Masterclass 102. You will not be struggling with your self-worth. You'll be healing it. It's not the self-worth you're struggling with. It's the pain. It's the sadness. It's the anger that you have not been taught how to heal. And it's not learning how to heal your anger, to let go of it, to release it from your life, to release your fear, to release your negative thinking, is not a complex and difficult process. And in 3 weeks, you can learn to do that. Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, sign up. You've only got 6 more days left to sign up. Take advantage of it. It's 3 weeks. You'll be working with some wonderful people. We have our Desiree Thompson, we have Madeline Wannehammer, and we have Rita Mustafa and Norma Jones, who are the other mediums in the program that will guide you through the process of healing and activating your internal senses, awakening your spiritual senses instead of just being trapped in your physical senses. You'll have the opportunity to do that in that 3-week period. Yes. Oh, okay. Let me just check here. Super chat. Amanda, there we go. Hi, William. Last night, I felt like I was coming down with an awful flu. Now this morning, I'm feeling better. Was something being released? Absolutely, Amanda. That starts to happen faster and faster. As you get yourself more aligned to love, then the body's resources can deal with virtually any disease. The body can cure any disease when the function of love is dominant in your body. If you're in a dominant state of fear or guilt or shame, or you're holding on to old, dense emotions in the body, that will promote old, dense conditions like disease and sickness. But yeah, you did. You released something that I'm being told to tell you that it came from very early childhood, right around your birth time, right around the time you were physically born. There was something that happened there, and you just released that. That's really beautiful. It's really wonderful. I got me this beautiful woman here asking me, can I ask how much the class is? Yes, the class is $199 for all 3 weeks. The course runs from Saturday next weekend, where we do the orientation, and then runs from Sunday to Friday for the following 3 weeks. Yeah, it's like it's like $5 an hour for the class, and you're going to be dealing with 4 other mediums, and I'll be channeling the ascended masters and other multidimensional beings. So it's very inexpensive for what you will be getting in return, and we might have some students on here that could share their experience with that, about what they've gone through. Or you can go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and look up all the testimonials there. Look up all the testimonials on my website, on my testimonials page, and you'll see what people have experienced in the course. Hi there. Question from Dion. I'm working in an office and feel everyone's energy as soon as they are next to me. I do transmute this energy. I'm also an energy healer. Why am I feeling so strongly in the opposite? Because your field is open. What you want to do before you arrive in the office, and do this every day before you arrive in the office, imagine your body surrounded by like a white light, like surrounding your whole body. And do this, make sure you do this completely before you go in the office. Sit down, imagine this white light around your body, and when you can feel or sense that your imagining of this white light is complete, that it's around your whole body, then you want to think these words into that feeling around the body. Only love can enter this space. Only love can leave this space. And repeat that for about 3 minutes. Only love can enter this space. Only love can leave this space. And do that for about 5 minutes before you go to work. You can do it right when you get out of bed if you like, and just carry that around with you all day, and then do it before you go to sleep at night. But before you go to work, watch what happens. Do that, and then come back on the channel, Dion, and let us know what happened this week. Right? Come back, say Wednesday, and let us know what your results are, because you'll need a couple of days. You can do it right now and watch what happens in the world around you. Wonderful things start to happen when you can put that energy around you. Only love can enter your space. Only love can leave your space. Yes, you do. That's right, Cuckoo. Cuckoo saying, I had to become the conscious observer of my mind. And yes, you must become a conscious observer of your mind. And you've also got to be kind to your mind, because most of what your mind has in it isn't even yours. Most of what's in your mind was dumped in your mind from the environment. And so becoming a conscious observer of the mind allows you to sort through the wheat and the chaff of your mind, find out what's actually good to keep, and release what does not serve you from your mind. Our Masterclass 102, you will learn how to release the chaff and keep the wheat, right? You'll learn how to do that very easily in simplicity. Yeah. Someone's saying, I'm so wise. Well, it takes one to know one. If you can see it, you be it, right? You can only recognize something because it's inside you. You can only recognize something because it's inside you. So when you say I'm wise, I say thank you. I'm very grateful for that compliment. But you are also wise, because you have that in you to see it around you. It's wonderful. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, Momo. Please, can I know if my baby's still next to me? Yes, you can. Again, young souls, when a person comes into a body very young age and they leave very quickly, don't take it personally. Every soul has their own journey, but yes, they're very close to you right now. And what you need to do is, because everybody is so attached to having to see it or smell it or touch it or taste it or physically feel it. And yet people that do not have physical bodies don't have language. They can't communicate physical words. They can't communicate physical gestures, but they can communicate energy with you, right? And you want to connect to her energy. You want to connect to their energy right away. What time are the classes? Okay, the classes start on Sundays at 3 p.m., Mondays at 4 to 6 p.m., Tuesdays 11 a.m., Wednesdays 4 to 6 p.m., Thursday 11 a.m., Friday 4 to 6 p.m. This is a very intensive learning modality. You will learn to meditate. You'll learn to alter and affect and change your mind in the simplest and easiest ways I've ever witnessed. And we see miracles in this class. In all of our classes, we see miracles. It's an amazing thing. Miracles of healing, mind, body, soul. And yeah, it's very beautiful. So you can also, every single class that we hold is recorded and placed upon a private group wall. So throughout the course, if you can't make a class, if you can't make the live events, because they're all live events, every live event is recorded and stored upon a group wall where you can catch up or observe or review or replay these events so that you can learn and learn and learn and learn again throughout the course. So yeah, it's a wonderful process. It really is. Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate that. Andrea is saying the courses are intensive and great, and you can go back and watch the videos of the lives after the fact. Yes, that goes on for the entire course. The master course is your path to the divine truth and freedom. Take them all. You'll be glad you did. Hi, all. We finished Masterclass 101. William commented he's never had such a short closing session. The contentment emanating from all the students was palpable. No one minded being self. Bravo. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, Jacqueline. Hello again, Stephanie. Good to see you. Yes. Yeah, please do look into it, Cuckoo. It will be life-changing for you in the simplest ways. We've had people that were severe alcoholics and dealing with serious addictions that literally let them go in a few weeks. It's quite remarkable when you realize that all dysfunction in human behavior is because there's a part of you that doesn't feel loved. All dysfunction in human behavior is because a part of you doesn't feel loved, right? And once you learn how to love yourself properly, I'm not talking about selfish love, like I'm so important. No, I'm talking about an authentic respect and appreciation towards your mind and body, which naturally results in you being respectful and mindful and of other people. When you learn to love, honor, and respect yourself, the natural thing you give to others is love and respect. You can only give what you have in your own store, right? And again, we've seen many wonderful things happen. We have students that are now teaching their own programs and classes and courses that are changing lives the way they're changing lives too. It's beautiful. Some of our students, when they came in the class, you can't even recognize them now. Their bodies, their minds are completely transformed. The most beautiful thing to watch, right? It's just a wonderful thing to watch people manifest themselves into their true nature. So many people online mention near-death experiences of just total darkness. Maybe that's it. No. This is a good point somebody's saying here. So a near-death experience where they experience total darkness is usually the result of the individual being so identified with the mind, body, personality that when the locus of their identity shifts from matter to energy, they don't perceive anything because they haven't trained their inner spiritual faculties to perceive the non-physical realm. So it's like you're leaving. It's like you leave the body, but you're leaving with your eyes closed. You need to learn to open up your spiritual senses. So if you ever left the body, you would still be aware that you were aware, and you would begin to perceive other beings around you. But again, the vast majority of human beings are so caught up with the locus of their identity being exclusively the body-mind that when the body-mind are removed, there's nothing to see, hear, or perceive. So they see nothing. But there's nothing there. They only see nothing because they're so familiar with perceiving reality only through the mind and body. Once you open up your spiritual senses, that won't happen because there are many dimensions. It's not, you don't go back to being just worm food. Your body does. Your body will go back to being worm food, but you won't. Your mind will not be the same mind. You won't have the same mind anymore because you'll have no mind and have no body. You'll be a very different being. But you'll still have memory of what you've experienced. Thank you so much for that question. Someone here saying life 102 is life-changing. If you can take the classes, you won't regret it. Thank you so much, Amanda. Appreciate that. Thank you. Why am I so hypersensitive to so many things like alcohol, coffee, so many things? Iris, you are in a divine situation. You have a very unique predisposition to being aligned to I'll use the term the yogi in you. You are a high functioning yogi from another lifetime. And so these sensitivities you cultivated, you gave those things up because you wanted to establish the purity of your consciousness to its fullness. And so these sensitivities are because those things are incompatible with your spiritual evolution. And you need to surrender your attachment to those things that diminish your spiritual perception, your soul, your awareness that you are one with the divine. So the sensitivities are not problems. They're actually cultivations. You've cultivated a sensitivity to these things so you don't indulge in things that are detrimental to your spiritual nature. And your spiritual nature, while it's in this physical dimension, can be affected by matter. Excuse me. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. They are all recorded for replay as well. Yes, they are. All the classes are recorded.
And you can redo the meditations.
Yep. Hi, thank you so much for that. Someone saying, hi, lovely. Had to give up coffee and alcohol. I felt the same. Because that's one of the requirements in the masterclass is you during the masterclass, you don't drink alcohol, you don't consume caffeine. You just don't do that for the duration of the course. And we our one of our nutritionists, Rita Mustafa, who's got 20 years of holistic nutrition, will introduce you to types of food that will literally raise the frequency of your body, and it will raise the frequency of your mind. Because when you change what you put in the body, you change the frequency of the body. Yep. And now we have a lot of students they just don't do things that are compromising their well-being. Why would you? Hi. Someone saying, sometimes I want to check out from this life and I keep holding on. I am mostly happy though. Yeah. Again, the reason you want to check out is because you have not connected to your function of purpose. And the most painful way for anybody to live in this world is to not know your purpose. Why so much suffering is because everybody's disconnected from their purpose. Most people have been hijacked by education, by different forms of instruction that have taken you away from who you really are. So to resolve that function, ask yourself the question, what is my divine function? What is my purpose for being here? And ultimately, it comes down to the same thing. Your purpose is to function consciously and creatively as an extension of divine love. Wow. Thank you so much for that. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. I had a breakthrough and realized I didn't allow my mother to love me. Wow, that's a wonderful breakthrough. I'm so happy for you. Okay, one more question on TikTok, and I'll take one more from YouTube. Need guidance on dealing with family conflict? Take Masterclass 102. When you learn how to change your own emotional energy, you will affect the people that you're in relationships with. Your emotion is organizing all of your affairs in your life. The emotions that you held on to are orchestrating the conditions of your life as they are right now. Whether those emotions originated from this lifetime or another lifetime, your emotions are coordinating all your experiences. In Masterclass 102, you will learn how to change, alter, and transform and transmute old negative emotions and liberate them from your mind and body. It will change your life. Go sign up for the Masterclass today. Don't waste time. You've only got less than 6 days. Thank you. Last question on YouTube. What is the purpose of being able to receive feelings about things that will happen? Being able to sense and communicate with the energy of past people. Is this part of ascension? Yes, it is, Tara. You want to begin to use those types of senses. That's called clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance. You can view the spirit world. Learn to connect to high vibrational beings. Keep your body in a high vibrational state. Keep your mind centered in love. And then spend time in your meditation to ask for Jesus or Buddha or Yogananda or Kuan Yin or Archangel Raphael or Archangel Michael. Ask for these ascended beings to come and give you guidance and assistance. Ask God to come and guide you. Right? You have this, that's a natural function of your spiritual nature. Clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance. The 5 physical senses are the natural function of your biology to perceive the physical world. The other senses allow you to perceive the non-physical world. You'll learn all about this and you'll learn how to master those to a greater degree than you currently do. Sign up for Masterclass 102 Liberation. Go to my website, WilliamMichaelForbes.com. Check out the description of all the things that you'll learn and experience in Masterclass 102. And while you're there, take a look at the testimonials and look at what other people have said about the classes and courses. I want to wish each and every one of you much, much love. I want to say thank you once again to the Angelic Hierarchy for their message. about letting go of fear and anger, and for the blessing of letting go of fear and anger from our lives. I want to wish you all much love. Have yourselves a wonderful and a very joyful day, and I will see you guys on the Monday edition of Shortcut for Your Soul. Bye for now.